Hey traders, what up? This is Divergence Trading here. Let's check it out. Let's see what happened so far. Not a whole lot, but there was setups. There was some setups. So just remember, just a quick note, if you always trade what you see and not what you think, you'll do a lot better. Because if you think it's going to go up, doesn't mean it will. If you assume to think it's going to go down, doesn't mean it will. That's why you trade what you see. Once you see it's going up, you go long. Once you see it's going down, you sell short. Okay? So anyway, we had the opening of the market today at 8 o'clock. Okay? Started right here. Came down, went up, Now let me show you the trades here. We had higher highs right here, see? And we had a lower higher on the OSMA, which gave us the entry to get short right on the opening of this candle. Did it go very far? Not really. Only about 22 points. Not much. And that was before the stock market opened. You see this, I call it like a baton. It has a whole, has a wick on each end of it. It looks like a baton. You know those things the cheer girls spin around there? Yeah, one of those, whatever the hell it's called. So anyway, only 22 points potential to take profit there. And then we had a double bottom, just like that, okay? And right here, just like that. Boom. And we would have entered right here once the 5 crosses up above the 7. Okay, that's the 7. We need the 5 above the 7. We need the gap starting right in here. This is where you would have went long. Okay? Right there on the opening of that candle. So you would have got long right there with the double bottom, and it would have went up for you 69 points. Okay, and that all happened in, this is the 5-minute time frame, that all happened in 10 minutes. Well, maybe a little more. But still, you got about 60 points for sure from the opening right here till somewhere up here. You got 60 points. That would have been your trade for the day. That's it. You would have made your money. You would have made it right off the first trade. That's it. You would have said, have a nice day and walk away. That's what you would have done. That's what I would have done, because you need to trade near the opening of the stock market. Not 3 hours later, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or some stuff like that. Like some of these guys are trading. Yeah, I don't trade that long. I trade when the action is hot, and when the iron is hot, you trade right there. And here's the 2 trades right here. Higher highs, lower high in the indicator. Boom, sell right there. Cross down to the 5 below the 7. Sell, boom, right there. Down it goes. Take your money. Okay? Then we had a double bottom. Ding, ding, as you can see. We had divergence right here. Okay? Double bottom. Buy right there. Up it goes up. 60 points. Just like that. And then you stop. And if you would have stopped after that, at least that's the only 2 trades I would have done. Doesn't mean I would have got in right there. Doesn't mean I would have got out right there at the top. Of course not. You would have just got out and took your piece of the action somewhere in between, wherever you got in and got out. Now, if you held or you kept on trading, thinking, oh yeah, I don't even have a trade here until here. It's like you would have got all chopped up in this sideways channel. That's what would have happened if you would have continued to trade today. But these are the 2 trades of today. This one is kind of sucked, only 20 something points, and this one was good for 60 points. Doesn't mean you would have got 60 points. Maybe you would have got 42 points, or maybe you would have got 35 points. As long as you took your slice of the pie somewhere in these 2 candles right here, which is 5-minute time frame, okay? And that's it. There's the 2 simple trades of the day. That's it. That's all. So like I said, and say it again, I said it in someone's stream, Trade what you see, not what you think. So, what do you see with your eyes? That's what you see, and then you trade it. You don't assume to think it's going to go up. You don't assume to think it's going to go down. You wait till you see it. Trade what you see, but not what you think. Because if you think it's going to go up, it might go down. Or if you think it's going to go down, it might go up. You see what I mean? If you trade what you see, your chance for success is much, much higher. Okay. There's my little lesson on trade what you see, not what you think, not what you assume to think. That's it. That's all. Okay, I had my rant for this week, for today, not this week, just today. I've been saying that saying to myself for a very long time, like at least 15 years, if not longer. I've been saying the same thing, and I heard it somewhere else too. I never came up with that. Of course I didn't. I learned it from somewhere else. So ever since then, I trade what I see, not what I assume to think. That's how I make the points. You follow your rules and you trade what you see, not what you think. Remember that. Have a great day, traders. Have a great day. Good luck and good trading.